Holly Robinson. I work for a company called GSK. At GSK, we work to manufacture medicines for patients living with diseases such as HIV and cancer as examples. I'm based at GSK's Stevenage site, specifically based in the Biopharm Process Research Department. To give more context, biopharmaceuticals are proteins which can be used as medicines. My job role when I joined GSK was a laboratory apprentice. My job role now is a cell line development senior scientist. My research is in the development of protein-based medicines called biopharmaceuticals. Biopharmaceuticals are protein-based medicines which can be administered to patients living with a disease. There are many types of biopharmaceuticals, but we work to generate monoclonal antibodies. Humans produce antibodies naturally when a virus infects, for example. But in cell line development, we work to synthetically produce monoclonal antibodies. We do this by genetically engineering cell lines. These monoclonal antibodies can be administered to patients to help them live with a disease or to fight it. We have the ability to impact loads of patients' lives because we can produce antibodies in mass. But it's important to us that these antibodies are of high quality and are safe for patient use. Biopharmaceuticals are a rapidly increasing area of research. 30% of drugs in global drug pipelines are biopharmaceuticals, which makes it an extremely exciting area of the business to be a part of. A typical day in cell line development is a high pace and high energy environment. GSK's cell line development process is multi-step, therefore lab activities could be at any stage of this process. Portfolio work makes up a large majority of our work. We typically take on a new project every month. This shows how incredible our capacity is and how fast-paced we work. We work with cutting-edge technologies and industry experts every day. But it's also important to us that we continue to validate new methods to keep us competitive, so therefore some days lab activities may be focused in this area. Knowing that I've developed the cell line that will be used to make the final antibody product is what brings me to work every single day. In my career, the most unexpected event has to be the COVID-19 pandemic. In March 2020, I was sent to work from home and didn't return to site until 3 months later. I was over the moon to be back, and that's credit to how incredible working in biopharmaceuticals is at GSK. A particularly exciting thing to happen in my career was in 2022 I attended the Royal Society of Biology Apprentice of the Year Award to collect my highly commended award. I was extremely fortunate that my manager put me forward for this, and it was certainly a huge confidence boost in my career. Another exciting event in my career was when I attended GSK's Ahead Together event. This was to celebrate the opening of the new GSK. I was so proud to have been invited, and something that I'll carry with me for the rest of my career. Since my time working in cell line development, we're almost unrecognisable from when I first started. The fast-paced environment of overturning new technologies, new pieces of equipment and new timelines keeps us competitive. We work to be ambitious for patients and get ahead together every single day. My career path is something that I'm extremely proud of, and something that may be seen as an atypical route. I joined GSK in 2018 at the age of 18, straight after completing my A-levels. I joined on the apprenticeship scheme as a laboratory apprentice. The apprenticeship scheme is structured so I spend 1 day a week distance learning towards an applied bioscience degree, and the other 4 days are spent working in a laboratory environment at GSK. In 2021, I offboarded from the apprenticeship scheme as an associate scientist, while still continuing with my degree studies. In November 2022, I received my first promotion since offboarding from the apprenticeship scheme. I will complete my apprenticeship and degree in July 2023. So far, I've achieved above and beyond expectations of myself in my career, and I hope to continue to do so. When I applied for the apprenticeship at GSK, the qualifications I needed to be successful were 3 A-levels, of which one of them needed to be biology. If I could go back and talk to my 10 to 15-year-old self, I would reassure myself that we've achieved above and beyond our own expectations. While finishing off my A-levels, I had to make a big decision of whether to take the more typical route at the time and do a degree at a university, or whether to take the more atypical route at the time and go down the apprenticeship scheme route. I made the decision to go down the route of an apprenticeship at GSK. I just knew that it was the right decision for me, and I haven't looked back since. Entering such a large company at such a young age could have seemed daunting, but it was just a jump that I knew I had to take.